Hi, I'm Scott Mitchell. I'm the animation director on Rainbow Six Siege, and we're here at Gamescom.
So what are you guys showing new here for this game?
We're showing a couple things that are brand new in Rainbow Six Siege. This time around we've got the GSG9, so the German CTUs, brand new with their devices here. As well, we've got the spectator cam.
So let's talk about both of those things. Start with the spectator cam.
So the spectator cam is an interesting way when you're playing PvP to add in, say, an 11th player who can go in and check out from all the different camera perspectives, all the different players, kind of what's going on. So it's a good teaching tool for players to spectate, see exactly what tactics are being used, and then later on be able to apply those.
People these days think about spectator cams also in regards to esports. Is there any correlation there?
Well, definitely what we're looking for is a solid first-person shooter online competitive experience. The plan was never really to go towards e-gaming, but because we're so involved with the community, if the community really wants to bring us there, then we will support that.
So let's talk about the Germans and what they bring to the table.
So the Germans bring new gadgets. So each of the 20 operators across the entire game has their own specific gadgets. In terms of the Germans, we've got things like a point man with a shield that has flashbangs on the front of it. So if you send in a breacher who knocks down a wall and everybody gets in behind the point man and he flashes everybody, it's super disorienting. So it gives you a good advantage there. So you have another device that's a shock drone, which is helpful when you're playing, say, in PvE. So you can send in the drone and you can take out charges that have been placed on the walls by AI, or you can deal some light damage to other players as well.
How did that compare to some of the other operatives you guys have shown and some of their abilities?
So each operator, again, has their own specific ability. We have 2 attackers and 2 defenders per CTU, per counter-terrorist unit. And the way the game is balanced is that between all the devices, they'll work with one another. On the defender side, you'll have a device that will be able to counteract the device on the attacker side, and vice versa.
So you guys also introducing the first female Six in this franchise. Talk a little about Angela Bassett. What was the inspiration for actually going out and getting her?
So the decision was actually made a long time ago, and both males and females were considered for the role. In general, we were looking for somebody, an actor, who could deliver a really strong, commanding performance, and Angela Bassett has that in her film history. A perfect example is Olympus Has Fallen, where she plays a role that's quite close to Six. So for us, it was a clear choice at that point.
Talk a little bit about what she brings to the table in terms of her role in the actual game.
So the role that Angela Bassett plays within Rainbow Six is the role of Six again, so she's the head of the Rainbow Six team. And she basically tasks you to go out and to recruit operators from all across the globe, from all the major CTUs as you play through the game. So it's a very light narrative that kind of is there to guide the player through the entire experience.
How have you seen this Rainbow Six franchise evolve, and what do you feel Siege brings to the table?
I think really Siege is going to challenge the definition of a first-person shooter. We have a lot of different things that you don't see in other shooters right now. Most definitely the close quarters combat. Everything is extremely tense, which is one of the major pillars of our game. And of course the procedural destruction, which is also brand new for us. It means that the maps are always changing and dynamic. You add on top of that all the operators with all their gadgets, and the game is just never the same way. Depending on which team chooses which operators, it's forever changing. It's very dynamic. So again, extremely tense, very fast paced, everything is close quarters. These are all different elements that we're really trying to push forward to change the genre a little bit.
Can you talk a little bit about the overarching story within the game world? And you just talked about Angela's role in it, but what's the big picture story of what's going on?
So the big picture story is that you're confronted with the White Masks, which is an unknown terrorist group. You don't know what they're there for, you don't know really what they're looking for, you don't know what you're up against. What you do know is that there's a big attack that's going to be planned. So when Six comes in to guide you, she's really telling you, okay, now it's time to bring the Rainbow team back together, so you need to recruit operators. And you can recruit these operators whether you're playing in PvP, PvE, or in co-op, so you're unlocking everything as you play through the game. It doesn't matter which mode that you're playing, which is interesting because you're not forced to just play one or the other mode all the time to unlock what you want. You're getting the choice.